TapeTox. Yep. People are putting tape on their face, saying that it is an alternative to Botox and that it gets rid of wrinkles. It stops fine lines, it stops wrinkles, and it saves you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Because think about it, if you get Botox every 4 to 5 months and you do that multiple times a year and it's $500 each time, you're looking at like $1,500 for that Botox. And if you could get a couple rolls of Scotch tape, and if you could be taping your face and getting the same results, why are we out here shoving needles in our faces and wasting money?
Oh my gosh. Both of you are so pretty. I've never seen you this close. Wow.
At least that's the sentiment on TikTok. And I want to break down whether or not this works, what you need to know, and what you should be aware of. Now, this all kind of started because of this one girl who started taping her face, and she did a TikTok video about what happened to her skin over a week or 2 weeks. And as you can see, she's taping her face every single night, going to bed, and over the course of a week, over the course of 2 weeks, she's not able to lift her eyebrows anymore. She's not able to move her muscles like she used to. And everyone is so impressed and they're like, oh my gosh, why have we been getting Botox or baby Botox, which that's a whole different topic for another video. But why are we doing the big B Botox when we could be doing the little T tape? Well, this is something that you need to know because number one, I hate it when people lie to you. And number two, I hate it when people lie to you to try to make money, which is even worse. But I hate it when people lie to you to try to make money, especially off of the backs of people who are struggling with acne. Now, thankfully, she's not trying to make money. She's just trying to go viral. But let me say, I am not the only one who knows a bit about Botox and other neuromodulators and can tell that this is not tape over a week with like a 95th percentile in a confidence interval can say that this is Botox, not just tape. And again, I'm not the only one who says that. Derms and doctors have said so too.
Putting tape on your forehead, just in general, is not going to make wrinkles better. It's not going to reduce lines. It's just a reminder not to make them yourself.
Here's what's so interesting. When you get Botox or any other neuromodulator, such as Xeomin or Dysport, they don't work immediately. They take like a week or more to actually start showing results into your skin. Let's do a refresher of how these neuromodulators work. Remember that when a professional, I hope it's a professional, please go to a professional. When a professional injects one of these neuromodulators into your face, they're injecting it into the muscle and it temporarily paralyzes the muscle. It doesn't allow the muscle to send that signal and connect. Remember, we have our synapses and our synaptic cleft. If those signals can't be sent through, the muscle can't flex. And if we can't flex that muscle, then our eyebrows can't move. And what happens if our eyebrows can't move, or if we can't smile or clench down on our jaw for a long period of time? That muscle starts to atrophy. It basically, degrades. And the skin on top of the muscle can't wrinkle. So that's why, yeah, Botox works. And so do these other neuromodulators. Because if the muscles can't move, then the skin on top can't wrinkle. And then those wrinkles can't set in. Think of your skin like a piece of paper. If you fold it and open it and fold it and open it 100,000 times, you can try to smooth out that crease as much as you want, but that crease is still going to be there. And that's what a wrinkle is. It's us moving and emoting hundreds of thousands of times, and eventually a crease shows up. And that's why Botox and other neuromodulators are a really great preventative step. Just like this girl was saying, if we're using tape to prevent ourselves from emoting, or if we're training our face to not have emotion, like Jeffree Star, he literally said that he trained, oh my God, this tape is itchy. Itchy nose. Jeffree Star has, itchy, oh my God. Jeffree Star has literally said that he trains his face to not have emotion.
I have done a really good job of when I'm talking or laughing or really expressing, I don't really move my face. And I don't mean when I'm talking, I'm just like, I move my face, but I don't really move this area a lot, and I don't like move my forehead. So I don't really move my face. When I laugh, I don't move my eyes.
So he doesn't need Botox or something? I don't know. Anyways, if you tape your face or train your face, can you get the same results? Botox doesn't just paralyze your muscles immediately. Remember, it takes a little bit of time to work. And the timeline that it takes to work is very conveniently exactly the timeline that it took her to do this testing experiment. Now, if you got Botox, you can still emote a little bit, but you can't do certain facial movements depending on where the injector placed the neuromodulator. And it's so interesting that her facial movements are hindered in the exact areas that we would expect from the use of baby Botox. I call bull on this, and I'm not the only one. Other people do too. I would love to be corrected if I'm wrong, but this was not due to tape. This looks like it was due to a procedure, to a neuromodulator. However, that doesn't mean that just because this was a lie, that our whole tape theory is debunked. Because think about it, if we're preventing our skin from emoting, it's not gonna have a chance to wrinkle. And that is why a lot of people have actually seen results with taping the face, with things like frownies or CO patches. I'm gonna tell you about the first thing I ever tried, which is like a tape or a patch for wrinkles, and it was thanks to my dear Dr. Dre. If you don't know Dr. Dre, you are obviously not on skincare YouTube, and if you're not on skincare YouTube, welcome, subscribe, become a skintellectual. But really, Dr. Dre is a goddess. Her monotone voice, her noble attitude is something I live for.
There's a new TikTok trend that we need to talk about. I'm laughing inside.
And Dr. Dre, I wanna say like 4 years ago, spoke about using CO patches. They're basically these silicone patches that sit on top of the skin while you sleep. And they have under eye ones, they have little smile line ones, and they even have a chest one. And they prevent you from wrinkling. And Dr. Dre, a board certified dermatologist, loves them. And I bought and tried them because of her. Let me say, you have to be consistent with them. If you stop using them, they stop working. Unlike Botox or a neuromodulator, you don't have to think about it. But yeah, they actually work really well, especially if you press your skin into your pillow while you sleep at night and you wake up with creases. The CO patches actually prevent those, and you can use them like 30, 40 times. They work really, really well. Are they the same as Botox? No. But do they prevent me from like wrinkling and scrunching my sleep? Yes. And if you think about it, we're supposed to get 8 hours of sleep a night, right? I don't know if we always do, but let's just say that we try, right? And if there's 24 hours in a day, 8 hours is literally a third of our entire lifetime. So if we can spend a third of our lives not wrinkling and not emoting, yeah, that can potentially help. Now, it's not gonna be the same as baby Botox or Dysport or Xeomin or regular Botox, but it is something that could be helpful. And in general, if you do like Jeffree Star and train your face not to emote,
I mean, there's no Botox in this face.
or if you actually tape your face with frownies, with CO patches, with Pacifica beauty patches, or with actual tape, yeah, you could prevent your face from emoting and maybe prevent a couple wrinkles. Now, taping your face is not going to smooth out wrinkles that are already there. Oh, there goes my tape. Woo wee! Well, that's become trash on the floor. Gonna pick that up later. Probably gonna forget to pick that up later. Oh well, this itches. This is not going to give you the same results that Botox is, but we also have to talk about the fact that not all tape is created the same. The best way to do this is by using medical tape, and it's because medical tape is actually meant to stick to the skin. And if you're allergic to latex and certain things, you can get adhesives that won't like irritate you and give you contact dermatitis, because that is hell. Someone who is allergic to latex, because I had to wear way too many latex gloves in my life, Band-Aids can burn. I burnt my chest with a hair curler. The Band-Aid burn was worse than the hair curler burn, okay? Because of the latex that didn't realize was in the Band-Aid. Anyways, the best thing you can do is medical tape, and that's because it's meant to stick to the skin. Whereas you can see with this, not only is it itchy as but it's not actually preventing me from emoting. This isn't even sticking to my skin. You see how it's like coming off right here? Ah, I feel like a reptile. I'm shedding. However, if you use medical tape and if you place it correctly, yeah, you could potentially get those benefits. Now, that's definitely the cheap way. If you don't want to use a whole bunch of medical tape, or if you want something that is more reusable, get yourself the CO patches, get yourself the Pacifica beauty patches. I love supporting small beauty brands that I believe do good things. I like to put my money where my morals are. You can definitely get medical tape if you want to do that. Just know that it would probably be harder to reuse, but it probably is the cheaper option overall. But remember, in order for this to work, you have to keep it up. You have to do it regularly. Anyways, TapeTox is actually something that has a little bit of truth behind it. And if you're short on cash, you want to try something fun, you know, get yourself some medical tape and start learning the anatomy of your face. To me, that actually sounds like a really fun Friday night. Okay, that's how you know you're either a skintellectual, an anatomy nerd, or just desperate for mental stimulation. Let me know. I'm going to remove my exoskeleton. Please remember to stay hydrated, both orally and topically. This is probably gonna pull so many blackheads out of my skin. Oh my gosh, should I put this in a petri dish and see what kind of bacteria and fungi are growing on my face? Anyways, stay hydrated, especially after putting tape on your face. Reapply your SPF. That's gonna give you more of an anti-wrinkle benefit that any of this tape or this Botox is gonna do. And overall, be beautiful both inside and out. I love you, and I cannot wait to see you in this next video. Love you guys. Bye. I think I still have tape on my face. It itches so bad. Ah!